Hey there, it's Paul Lynn here, real estate broker with the Ferris Property Group. If this is your first time checking out my YouTube channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. I've got a ton of good content coming out and lots of stuff coming weekly, so you don't want to miss that. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about, should I build a house, brand new, brand spanking new, or should I just buy a house that's already lived in and already kind of done? I'm going to weigh up the pros and cons to both, so you don't want to miss this video. Check it out right now. Now, this is a common question I get all the time. You know, should we build a house? Should we buy a house? In this video, I'm not really going to discuss kind of like the money aspects. I'm not going to go like say, okay, if you bought a house that was already lived in versus if you built a house and lived in it this many years, here's how much money you could save. It's not going to be that kind of video. It's more about what you're looking to get into. At the end of the day, it really just depends on what you want to do as the buyer. So, you know, if you're looking for something brand new, then building a house may be the one. If you want a house that's already lived in because it's a little cheaper, it may be for you. So here we go. We're going to deep dive right into those subjects right now. So building a house, the pros to building a house to me are, you get a brand new home. Sometimes you get to pick the lot, right? So you get to go to the subdivision, pick your lot. Some lots have a higher premium. So if you're trying to get on that cul-de-sac, you know, that pond view, there may be an additional cost for that. But you get to pick your lot, you get to pick the, you know, the shutters, you get to pick the, you know, everything, the color, the paint, if you want, the cabinets. It's a lot of work, but it's a lot of fun, and you get to make the house exactly how you want it. So you've got a brand new home, you don't have to do any work to it. You get to pick all the things out, and it can become your dream home. So that's awesome. Some of the cons though include the cost. Okay, so building a brand new home is kind of like buying a brand new car. A brand new car is going to cost more than a car that's maybe, let's say, a year old or 2 years old, right? So you're going to pay top dollar for that brand new home. Another con would be the length of time that it takes to build. So typically a build will take anywhere from 4 to 6 months. That may not seem like a long time, but sometimes those 4 to 6 months can stretch out. Sometimes it can be longer than 8 months, 9 months, a year. I've had it last a year depending on the subdivision and how far along the subdivision is being processed. If there's no roads in the subdivision and you go out and you want to buy a lot, it may take them 4 months just to get a permit to put that road in before they can even start your house. So keep that in mind. You may have to live with in-laws, you may have to sell your home, go get a short-term rental. It may turn into a long road ahead of you. So now let's talk about the pros to buying a home that's already lived in. This goes back to what I just said. So buying a home that's already lived in, you're probably going to get that at a lower price than if you were to build a brand new home at the same, you know, location, same size. Because it's a little bit older, because it's lived in, you're gonna get a better deal. Another pro to this is some things may already be done. So you may already have the deck out back that you wanted. The deck's already in. In a brand new home, you're probably not gonna get that unless you hire a contractor to do it right when you move in. But still, it's additional work, additional money. So in a house that's already built, it may already have those things that you want. Another thing it might already have that a lot of people don't think about when you build a home is blinds. I know that sounds dumb, but when you build a house, blinds are separate. And you don't think about those things when you go build that home with 22 windows. 22 blinds at even $50 a blind, and if you did it yourself, that's a lot of money, a lot of time in a brand new build. So a lot of times those blinds are included in the purchase agreement. Those stay with the house. That saves you a little bit of time, a little bit of money. So those are big things that I look at. Another pro would be the neighborhood landscaping. So if you're gonna buy a home that's, let's say, 15 years old, you pull into that community, you're gonna see a little bit more mature trees, a lot more mature bushes versus a brand new subdivision. It's gonna take 15 years to get to that level. So you're gonna see the neighborhood's gonna look more finished. Now let's look at the cons to buying a house that's already lived in. Some of the cons would be the house is not brand new, it's not move-in ready, and now you have to go in and paint, you've got to clean, you might have to replace flooring, the kitchen appliances may be a little bit outdated and may need replaced. Another thing you've got to worry about is, you know, the age of the roof, the age of the furnace, the age of the water heater. If those things are up there in age, let's say 15 plus years, they may last another 5 years. It's just something you have to think about on a go forward. So are those things that you want to tackle when you move in? Some people may not have the time to do all that. So that would be a con to buying a house that's already lived in. So now that we've discussed the pros and cons to both buying and building a house, what would you prefer? Would you rather build a house or buy a house? If you can leave those answers in the comments below, I'd love to hear what your plans are. And again, it's always free when you use a realtor to buy and build a house. We get paid from the seller. The seller pays both the buyer and the listing agent's commission. If you have any questions at all, feel free to shoot me a text, give me a call, 317-629-0070. Thanks for watching. Tune in for the next one. Nobody's home right now, so I get to be as goofy as I want on camera. It's always fun to be goofy, but this is how I let out the butterflies. In my office, every time I go live, every time I do a video, dog barks, mailman comes, UPS shows up, the neighbor outside's cussing. Like, the worst things happen when I hit record. So we're gonna try to do this in a couple different takes. Could be here all day for a 3-minute video, who knows. Hey, if this is your first time here, hey there, how's it going? It's Paul Lynn here, real estate broker with the Ferris Property Group. If this is your first time here, make sure you hit that subscribe button. I'm gonna bring you a lot more videos. No, we're not doing any of that. Shoot. Let's try it again. If this is your first time checking out my videos, make sure you go to my YouTube page, hit that subscribe button. You don't want to miss all the content that I'm going to be bringing you this year and all the fun stuff I've got. Hey, if this is your first time here, you might want to, this is really bad.